take us back to this real quick, because I went over this clip here of Denims attacking all sorts of different VTubers and just calling them a bunch of gooners. I did a whole video over this, and she did this because she got super triggered over just a chatter and her audience kind of just making fun of her. Like, her whole thing was just ridiculous. And we could dive deep into how hypocritical it is of Denims to call anybody else a gooner and to attack VTubers as being nothing more than gooners because she only has an OnlyFans. We could do that all day and night. We could talk all night about that. But one of the people that did come out here was this, okay? This was Cha-Cha. And she openly says, Denim pointed at me and said, time to goon. Which, okay, yeah, that's funny, but Cha-Cha has issued a response. Cha-Cha responds to Denims' VTuber situation. So why don't we take a look at what Cha-Cha Mama here had to say, okay? Why don't we take a look at this for a little bit of time? And by the way, shout out to you, Legatus. Thank you for taking care of that.
I wanted to talk to you guys about something. Listen, I don't have a fansly. I know I get, you know, a little say-so with some of the art that I repost of myself. But it's...
I knew she didn't have a fansly. She doesn't do that. She's a little, you know, she's provocative, but she's not like goonerish things. Like, she's not... I'm not trying to throw shade at Fei here, but she's not Fei. Like, she's a mom. She does mom stuff. She just has fun. That's about it. So she doesn't have a fansly at all. So saying that she's nothing more than a gooner is honestly ridiculous.
It's fan art, okay? I'm not commissioning that. I'm not gonna get in a Twitter fight. I'm about to make this content. Listen, anybody can make content. You guys need to see this. Okay. So, I am not familiar with a lot of face cam streamers.
That's based, by the way. It's good not to be familiar with Denims because Denims is just an airhead. So you're already winning there, Cha-Cha, instead of Denims. Denims is just airhead material. You're an actual human being. And by the way, you're also a mom with 3 kids. So you're already a step above Denims on the winning scale.
It's just not what I'm familiar with because I do VTubing, and so the people that I know in my space are VTubers, and VTubers all stream for different reasons, okay? Like, as an anonymous anime girl. And I've told you guys mine. I've told you guys I would love to do face cam streaming and everything like that, but I don't because I'm a mom. I'm a mom of 4 kids, and so...
I thought it was 3 kids, but okay, 4 kids. You're already winning over Denims. You're already winning in the grand scheme of things. Like, she has a good husband. She's married. She has 4 kids. She's a successful individual. She's already beating out Denims at life. So
I do not, because I protect their anonymity. So that is why I am an anonymous streamer. Anyway, I wanted to play this video. I've never heard of Denim before today. But I saw this clip this morning and I needed to play it because I was talked about briefly. So, but I still wanted to play the clip. So here we go.
I'm waiting for you to lose the lawsuit. Oh no, that's iDubbbz. What the fuck are you talking?
Also, no, not oh no, that's iDubbbz. Denims, why? You're an airhead who can't even read. That's coming from me who can't read either. Okay, Denims, why are you the way that you are?
Talking about? Oh my god.
So apparently this is, I don't know if this is like an unbanning sort of stream. I'm guessing that's what it is, where it's like unban requests. And I'm also not familiar with what she's being sued for. That's not in my scope. But anyway, we're gonna continue.
So
stealing content.
Well, I hope one day, I know you might think your life is over because you're 40 years old and you've never made a single friend in your life.
Wow.
But, you know, anyone can turn their life around. Anyone. Oh, sorry, not you.
I find this so much funnier because it's just Denims shoving her ass in, not Denims, but it's Cha-Cha just shoving her ass in Denims' face. And Cha-Cha's just a kind person, like a super sweet person. Yeah, she's a little out there, but I've never seen her be like actually that brutal to anybody. I would like the chancla, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, she's never like this. So even seeing Cha-Cha go like, I guess this is an unbanning stream. No, this is just Denims going off on a random chatter. This isn't even an unbanning thing. She's just going off at somebody who triggered her.
Changed my mind. Listen, I love VTubers, but you know it's a special type of mental derangement when it's someone that follows exclusively VTubers and also Asmongold.
So why are VTubers bad? Why? No, the shade is crazy. So because we garner attention for being cute little anime characters and having these fun characters in general, and we're still entertaining, like, that's a problem? I didn't realize that, like, having an aesthetic with your character, and I don't know, all of that, we continue.
This is...
Look, Cha Mom, here's the reason why it's a problem, even though, like, what Denims is saying isn't even accurate. I mean, already you got Amaranth right there. So, and other, like, fleshy individuals here. So, she's already wrong from get-go, but let's point out why she is the way she is, why Denims is the way she is. It took her 3 hours or something like that to look like this. And then she preps her shirt just in the right way to show off her boobas and everything. All Cha-Cha has to honestly do is turn on a camera. That's all Cha-Cha ever has had to actually do. So already you're winning at life doing less work than Denims does. And that's saying something, because Denims doesn't do work. That's one of the reasons she's getting sued, is she stole somebody else's work.
Not a good sign. Followed Asmongold, right? Following Rich Campbell, okay. Then followed Asmongold's other account, Hyperfan, you know. And that wasn't enough, by the way. He's also following, where is it? Asmongold 24/7. He needs his Asmongold, okay? He needs it. He needs his mold. And then was like, discovered Iron Mouse and was like, well, actually, sorry, discovered, it seems like a couple of VTubers before then, actually. He's been on his VTuber grind for forever. Asian Bunny X, respect, real, recognize, real.
Okay, what she's about to say next is crazy to me. So notice we have people like Vettel, Code Miku, Chibidoki, Obi Katie Cat. We've got Onigiri, Shy Lily, Ellie Minibot, Kason, Fallen Shadow, Rora Panthora. Like, we have a very wide range of VTubers.
It's Rora Panthera, not Panthora. God, Cha Mom, come on.
All do different kinds of content, keep in mind. But it's interesting how VTubers have been put into a VTuber box. Like, if you watch VTubers, you are mentally ill. So we're gonna continue.
And then was like, you know what, dude? Yeah, it's time to goon, okay? Time to just.
Somebody help me. Somebody help me. You only follow VTubers if you're looking to goon is the most wild statement ever. Because
Reminder to everybody. The reason Denims put it out Asian Buddy X here is apparently Asian Buddy X here also has an OnlyFans. So when she says real recognizes real, that there is Denims pointing out, oh my god, I also have an OnlyFans. See, we're the same. And then to say, hey, it's time to goon. It's all the gooners. Cha Mom doesn't have a Fansly or do gooner content. So again, she's beating out Denims by not even trying. She already is at a much better spot than Denims ever would be by just not even trying.
Because, like, some VTubers are doing comedy, like Chibidoki. Vettel, I would also agree with it. Neurosama, I mean, it's there for comedy. It's for entertainment. Not everyone is there for, I guess, Fansly-esque content, especially all the time.
Just VTube goon, so true. 3D women suck. None of them ever have loved me in my life, so it's okay. These VTubers.
Okay, but also Onigiri is a cooking VTuber. Like, if you're going on to watch Onigiri, it's to, like, watch her cook something. Or, like, I know she does some, like, in real life sort of streams too, but, like, yeah. Meanwhile, there's some Emaru down there.
They're the only things that can ever love me.
I mean, there's also
Iron Mouse
Banana.
is not goon bait. She's never been that way. Lena.
Iron Mouse, I don't ever think I've thought about looking up naughty no-no images of Iron Mouse. Iron Mouse is just Iron Mouse. She's like the most honest, truthful individual who just wants to have fun, sing songs, and play games with her friends. That's all Iron Mouse has ever wanted to do, and people treat her that way. Like, people treat her just wanting to have fun. That's why she is the way she is. That's why she's so popular, is because she's just honest. And when it comes to Lena, again, Lena's married. She's lived a life, super successful. Yeah, her avatar might be, might have big boobas, but also it's like a monster demon creature thing. So yeah, it might have big boobas, but I don't want to do anything with that. I just like watching Lena be Lena.
Lena doesn't go out of her way to be goon bait either. Like, anyway.
Goon time, goon. Oh, and he's following the Nazi gooner bait, obviously. This guy doesn't know he's being pandered to. And he's like, goon, Goon, goon. Oh, look, and he's following the Nazi rat VTuber too. Goon, goon, goon. Time to goon.
Time to goon. She saw me and she said, time to goon. Time to goon.
Goon. And now he's here. That's so sad for you. That is really tough. That's really tough. That's a brutal life you lead.
But he was also watching you, which is crazy because I'm pretty sure that Denim also has like, doesn't she have like a Fansly or an OnlyFans or something
An
like that?
OnlyFans.
So doesn't that make your point kind of moot? You know, it sounds like it's projecting a lot of jealousy.
Yes, it is just jealousy. It's jealousy that you could turn on a camera and have more fun and be more real than Denims ever could be. Denims is an airhead, one of the dumbest pieces of human filth out there. And I know I'm getting pretty heated on this one, and I'm being kind of rude here, but let's be honest. Let's not mince the words here, guys. Let's not act like we're gonna be, you know, some sort of stupid person here. Denims is a twat nugget. She's getting sued by H3H3 for maliciously stealing content and doing it extremely poorly. That's why she's getting sued and losing. And the worst thing to Denims ever will always be the fact that Cha Mom, Iron Mouse, Lena, Kirsha, the rat person, Pippa, Scoochon, all of them, okay, each and every last one of them can turn on a camera and always act more real and authentic than Denims ever could imagine. Denims' whole shtick is paint my face with a bunch of fucking makeup, show off my boobies, and say some of the most out-of-pocket stupid shit ever and be as fake as humanly possible. When anime avatars, 2D individuals, hell, this one right here isn't even Cha Mom, like it's very intricate, it looks very beautiful, but in reality this is just a 2D avatar. It's not her 3D one with all the really good jiggle physics. It's just designed in a very specific way that again is stunning and beautiful. But this image of Cha Mom here is more authentic than Denims ever could be. You openly talk about, Cha-Cha openly talked about how she's a mother of 4, how she has her husband on streams every so often. She talks about these people. She shares a little bit about her life. She is more honest, authentic, true to herself than you could ever imagine being, Denims. So it is jealousy at the end of the day. She is jealous that you can turn on a camera, get this many subs, this many bits, honestly, not even by trying, because you have a personality that Denims could never have. Denims is trying to cosplay as Sarah Michelle Gellar from Cruel Intentions. Denims ain't that hot. That's true. That's true. Cha Mom here as a fucking as a 2D avatar that's very stiff and doesn't have that many angles, because this is what she's doing right now, is more authentic than Denims ever could imagine to be.
I'm gonna be so real. VTubing has a lot of perks. One of them being, I do not have to do my hair every day. I do not have to put on clothes if I do not want to. I could be here.
I mean, that's true. I don't have to put on clothes either, but I choose to. Granted, you guys don't know if I have pants on. But when it comes to a VTuber, they can hop out of bed, not shower, be stinky, and get in front of a camera and be just fine. They're already set.
Naked, and you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. You don't know what I'm wearing. I could be in my underwear right now, and you wouldn't know. No expectations. I show up with my perfect bouncing baboombas. It honestly sounds like someone who's threatened. I'm just saying. It just sounds like she's projecting a lot of jealousy on a group of streamers that she doesn't understand. Yeah, insecurity, I think is very real. And instead of like supporting other content creators, I mean, it doesn't even need to be like supporting other women, but even like just supporting other content creators, she also does goon bait. She also does like an OnlyFans, Fansly, that sort of thing, which is fine. I personally am not going to condemn someone for that. I just think that it's like,
I will. I'll condemn her because she's going after you guys, who most of you don't have Fanslys. Most of you don't do goon bait. Most of you just try to be as honest and real as possible. And she's attacking all of you guys for being gooner bait when she herself does gooner bait. That's why I'm going to go after her and call her ass to the mat. I'll be your spear in this one, Cha Mom. You can be the nice one. I'll be the mean one.
the pot calling the kettle black. in this respect. Why even open your mouth about it? But it's okay if it's about the VTubers. It's okay if it's about the VTubers. That's fine. There's even a term for it, boob physics. Yeah, the VTubers do not age. Even though I am a hag, I will be a perpetually hot-looking hag for all time, because that is the anime women. That is how the anime women. A lot of us are just sweet people that want a fun way to represent our content, and we do it in very creative ways. And I mean, I'm not saying that like other streamers do not. Like, make your content the way you want. Calling all VTubers goonbait is not it. And the reason why I was so mad about this to begin with, it wasn't even for me. I was not upset about her saying, oh, I'm goonbait, because you know what? That's fair. You can say what you want about me, but don't you dare ever say that about Ellie Minibot. Ever. Do not. No. Absolutely.
Who's Ellie Minibot? I don't. Ellie Minibot. Okay, this one. I haven't watched her. Maybe I'll watch her now because she triggers Denims so much. I mean, I'm this way about Kirsha and Pippa. Pippa doesn't do Gooner content. Kirsha openly doesn't like Gooner content. Like, she doesn't like porn. But you're over here saying that she does Gooner content. That's really annoying. But all these VTubers, like, so many of these VTubers don't do Gooner content. They make jokes. Chibidoki doesn't do Gooner content. Giri's a cooking streamer. Panthera, well, okay, Raura is a special kind of individual, but she knows her audience and she plays into it. Shy Lily knows her audience and plays into it. But when I go through half these people, not a whole lot of them actually have fansleys or do naughty no content. They just have a fun time. That's about it. Same with Kason. But you're trying to say that they all are just Gooner horrors, for the lack of a better term, when Denim's the one calling them all out, and she has an OnlyFans. And again, it's a shit OnlyFans. I've seen the leaks. She doesn't do naughty no images. She does just provocative cosplay that truthfully a lot of other girls do for free.
Absolutely not. You're going to lump in my Ellie Minibot into goonbait? Get out. Get out right now. No, she's an absolute angel. She would never. So I feel like it's just so, I hate generalizations. I just hate it. So anyway, this said a lot about Denim. And that's it. I've said what I wanted to say. Ellie.
And the best part about this whole thing right now, and I'm sorry for cutting off Cha Mom the rest of the way, the best part about this will always be Cha Mom will forget about Denims in a heartbeat. Denims will never be able to get any of these VTubers out of her head for the rest of her life. Cha Mom will move on, keep dealing with her 2 kids, her loving husband, have a nice, normal life, all while also being a VTuber, which, I mean, that's normal nowadays for some reason. And Denims will always realize at the back of her head that she will never be as authentic, as real, as natural, and as fun, outgoing as anything Cha-Cha could do, Shy Lily, Iron Mouse, any of those girls could ever do. She will never be equal to them on any actual level, and she will always have to perpetually piggyback off of Hassan as long as he's on Twitch.